G'day guys, welcome back to another video. Today, or this weekend, we are
putting a turbo on the 80.
That's right, we're turboing the 80 finally. We got all the turbo gear in there. We're just going to start stripping the stuff we're going to do. We're also going to paint the tappet cover. We're going to paint that blue because for some reason she likes blue. Anyway, we're going to paint that blue. We're going to take all this off. We've got a big intercooler going on the front here. I reckon it almost might fit. But yeah, we're going to continue stripping this. We've got WD-40 on the bolts, on the manifold bolts, everything that gets hot. So we're going to do all that. And then we're going to take the manifold off tomorrow, I think, we're going to take it off. And then, yeah, we're going to slap a turbo on this.
Alright, so at the moment we're just taking the pipe off that goes to the air, from the airbox to the cooling side. So just cracking these bolts open. So this basically all needs to come off. Take the tappet cover off. And we've got all new piping to go from the intercooler to the cooling side, and piping from the intercooler to the turbo, and then into the new manifold, obviously.
Alright, so the last couple of weekends have been a bit of a disaster. We tried replacing the rear main seal. Turns out it's not the rear main seal. I think it was leaking, but turns out I think it's going to be head studs. But oh well. That's a later date sort of thing. But yeah, so we've taken this gearbox out 3 times now in the last 2 weekends because there's a banging, clicking sound. So yeah, that we don't know what it is. Well, we do, but now we think it's the clutch is faulty and all that. So we've got to put a new clutch in there, but we're going to send it to someone because honestly, I'm fed up with taking that box out. It's a bit annoying. So they're going to machine the flywheel. They're going to put new seals all through the transfer case and gearbox and put a new Exceedy clutch in it, ready for the springs. We're just turboing it this weekend because they're going to do it Monday and Tuesday, and then that following Friday we leave for springs full dry park.
So I'm just taking off the tappet cover bolts. They have anti-seize in them, so my hands are full of anti-seize. Yeah, we ran into a bit of an issue. The 90-degree bend we got off the fella that we bought the intercooler off gave us the wrong one. So to chase another one up brand new is like $250. Don't know why, but anyway.
Alrighty, so it is now 6:40 on a Wednesday night. We did the second coat. I'll shine a light. But yeah, there's the tappet cover, all covered blue.
So good.
You like it?
I love that.
Alrighty. And then if you come in here while that was all drying, I've started taking the manifold bolts out. I've got them all out except the one in that corner. So yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. I want to get the manifold out tonight. That would be good. We're gonna attempt to take this manifold off now, and that was really easy. Oh, that's heavy. There's the old manifold out. That's the side of the engine.
How does that gasket look?
It's alright. Probably doesn't need replacing, but we got a new one anyway. Yeah. And that's that.
But anyway, that come out quite easily, so.
How the fuck?
Are you okay?
You didn't do anything. She's gonna start polishing the pipes, make it look sexy. Yep, I've got all the manifold off now. I might start taking a little bit of the exhaust off. We'll put the new manifold on tomorrow along with the intercooler probably. Yeah, we gotta take the bull bar and grill off. Anyway, we'll keep going. She'll polish this and then we'll probably pack up for the tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. For you, it'll be like 1 second. Okay, so it's now Thursday now. Yeah, I'll run through what we did last night. We polished all this up. We took the manifold off. The engine's looking like that at the moment. We got the tappet cover around the side here. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is start taking off the exhaust. Alrighty, so it is now the next morning. It's only about 6:30. Got it early and I've got the tappet cover on. I got it on, I just got to bolt it down now. But yeah, so that's on. That looks actually really mint. I'll probably leave that for Lara to bolt down. And then I'm going to start working on the studs and here, put the new studs in, and then put the new manifold in and the turbo. So as you can see down there, I now got all the new studs in, ready for the new manifold and turbo down there. I'm going to get rid of this dump pipe here because that's in the way, so I've got to get rid of that first before I attach the dump pipe to the turbo, and then we can drop the manifold in. Not doing too bad. We should hopefully have this done today. The only thing I'm more worried about now is the intercooler. Just figuring out how to cut it and get into there with the pipes and stuff. So yeah, so I had to take the tappet cover off again because I forgot to put the seal on. That's all right. Put it on now.
Rookie mistake.
Yep. Lara's awake now.
Right, so we've just taken off the sump. We had a bit of trouble as the rear main stud was giving a bit of dramas. It's the bottom of the engine. The oil pickup's there. Alright, and then in the meantime, Andrew's doing his DIY to put a bracket here for the intercooler. Alright, so
Explain what you do.
Alright, so at the moment we're just mounting the dump pipe to the turbo manifold where the turbo meets the manifold. And then Andrew's just grinding out the old exhaust because all the bolts are rusted. So we're not grinding off the brackets themselves because I don't think we have all the brackets for the new one. But we're just grinding off the actual exhaust itself. Alright, so just about to fit the manifold with the turbo on it. With the dump pipe. So we have the manifold and the turbo on. Looking a bit more prettier.
Alrighty, so now I'm going to start, we've mounted the intercooler. We now got to start drilling the holes to get this piping in all touched up. I got to drill a hole that side and a hole this side. Hopefully I drill in the right spot first time on each side, but it could be a trial and error, but oh well, we'll get it all done. And I think I've got a position where I think it'll go, so hopefully that's the right position, and let's see how we go.
Alright, so it's been a bit slack of filming. We're just trying to get everything done as it's only Andrew and I. It's really pushed for time at the moment, but we've got the exhaust out. We had to kind of grind and cut, but the new exhaust is going in, so far we've got the muffler and it runs through here all the way up and to the turbo up there.
Alright, so coming to the final stages of this turbo, we're putting the oil in now. So the pipe comes through there, it comes up into there. There's a bit of a bend at the turbo. It'll be enough airflow for now, but we're gonna have to, I think she's gonna have to get a custom air box and a few things just to sort it all out. Alright, so everything, we believe everything is hooked up. It's all ready to go. I think we're about to
Shit ourselves.
give it its first start with the turbo. We believe everything's in. I can't think of anything else that we've missed. Everything's tight. Exhaust is on. Alright, so this is the first start up with the turbo. We're a little bit nervous because we've done it all ourselves. Just give it a crank. Go again. One more. Righto, give it a go.
Alright, so since the video you just saw of it doing the first run, or the second run, third run, whatever it was, we found out that the tapper cover seal wasn't sealed correctly and therefore was absolutely shitting out oil. As you can see, all down there. Just what we love, just what we need for our Sunday arvo at 4 p.m. Just what we want. And then Andrew attempted to tighten the tapper cover seal bolts, and what happened?
Snapped the stud.
Snapped one of the studs in the tapper cover seal, where the tapper cover seal bolt's meant to go. So he had to easy out that, which was not very hard, thank God. But yeah, we had to pull the tapper cover off because the seal obviously wasn't sealing correctly. So now the tapper cover's going back on. But in the meantime, we got the front end back on slightly. We just got to get the bull bar back on, but the front end's pretty much back together. So yeah, it's currently like roughly 4:30 on a Sunday arvo, and this is where we're at. So we haven't done any of the electrical boost gauges, nothing like that yet.
Alrighty, so we just put the new bolt in the tapper cover. We got all that on. We had it running, no more leaks. So that's it, looking pretty schmick. We'll give it a big clean soon. But yeah, we got to clean up all our mess here. So we're going to jump start it, get it run. All the gauges, wires are still just tucked up around to do. So there's still little bits and pieces to do. But yeah, it's looking good. The main part of it's done so we can drive. We got the bull bar and everything back on. So we're going to jump start it and then we'll get it up to the top of the hill. And yeah, let's go. We'll show you it running. Right, so that's it running. We'll get it going. Okay, so as you can hear here, it sort of has a little bit of an exhaust leak. Everything's done now. We've all fixed that exhaust leak and everything. It's all sorted.
Alright, so we've just completed up all the gauges, the wiring and everything. Everything was pretty much in. We just needed to actually wire up to the gauge themselves. So we've got boost, EGT, oil pressure and water temperature, so pretty much all the major things that you need to watch. So mainly just going up hills, so we're just kind of giving it a little test run now and see what it's doing. Seems to be sitting okay. It's not like it's absolutely like sky reaching in temperature, so that's good. I got my car back today from the mechanic. We attempted to do the clutch, but the clutch was actually faulty. So pretty much we pulled the gearbox out 3 times to replace everything else that we thought was faulty, which was not faulty, and the only thing that was actually faulty was the thing we weren't replacing, which was the actual clutch. So I mean, you can see why we didn't replace it, because it was brand new. So basically, yeah, took it to the mechanic. They've replaced it with a new exceeding heavy duty clutch. They also machined the flywheel for me, replaced the gearbox and transfer case seals. They also replaced the rear main again, because when we took the sump out, I think the rear main stud come out and the rear main was seeping. So they replaced that for me. They put new filler and drain bolts into the transfer case and gearbox. So yeah, so this is her. We haven't touched the fuel screw, which everyone can have whatever they want to say about it, but we haven't touched it. We're no mechanics. We're just, you know, out here having a go, trying to do our best and learn from mistakes and things like that.
Yeah, so we're going to Springs 4-wheel drive park this weekend, so we're pushing for time, but oh well, we're gonna get there. We're gonna take the Patrol and the 80 and a few of my mates with a whole bunch of 80 series as well, and 105s and a whole bunch of stuff. I think I'm the only Nissan again, aren't I? Anyway, so that's the end of this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully you learned something. We turboed a 180Z. If we can do it, we're no mechanics, so you can. So let's just see how it goes. We'll keep you updated, and
yeah, we'll see you at Springs 4x4 Park.
See you then.